Welcome back to the GSL Global Tournament. I'm Wolf. With me is Brendan. These are all tied up.
Yeah,
like a hostage in the back of some warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're a couple hostages here watching some Starcraft, but we're having a great time of it.
Yeah. You know what? You can tie me up in the back of any library, warehouse, restaurant, wherever you want to put me, as long as I've got GSL finals in front of me. Assuming that we're under the condition that after the finals are over, you untie me and then send me back to where I belong.
So you know, they just leave you there to die. You just never get out.
But yeah, otherwise I'm fine because I would have been there anyways. So King Sejong Station, map 3, 2-player map. Seen it already. I think that we're gonna see Parting try to play with this aggression that he's rolling off of right now. I think he's going to keep it up. He's just liking this pressure build into DTs, you know, trying to get ahead any way he can rather than playing for the late game. One of these two players is going to take a lead here, but right now they are neck and neck. This is the grand finals of the GSL Global Tournament. Let's jump into Game 3.
Nice layering there. Up here in the top left, in the teal for KT Roaster, he is.
KT Roaster, Zest.
His eyes burn with the fire of crushed nerds.
I thought you were going to say 1,000 Suns. To the bottom right in red.
SK Telecom T1 Party.
I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. The fire of 1,000 crushed nerds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense, actually. His eyes are fiery though, as is his hair.
So were Maru's yesterday. There's a lot of eye drops.
His eyes were watery, man. That's the water element there.
Now, let's see. This map, obviously, we've seen a lot in Pro League. Just recently got adopted into the WCS pool. And it's a map with basic features. The most unique part about the map is it's natural, which faces the main base. So it's a little bit different. Some of the other bases, and you have rocks there, so there's 2 attacking locations. Not usually important at all, or even a little bit. Not even slightly. Protoss versus Protoss, but could come into play in super late game, harassment-oriented situations. So more gas mining here for Zest this time. Parting is actually going to be cutting down a little bit, getting some extra mineral mining. So you can see it at the top right just how much this affects things.
Yeah. Parting just going for 2 in each gas. That's something you guys can do in the ladder as well, but it's kind of a little bit more technical. It's when you specifically want a little bit more minerals out here in, you know, a very short window of time. So if you don't really know what you're doing with it, don't just do it just to be like a pro player, because it's very specific to what they're trying to go for in the game.
Just know that if you do it, you will have more minerals and less gas. The basic principle of it. About, you know, just a little bit more efficient for mineral mining, because you still get a good, you still get the majority of your efficiency on your gas. So you get about 80% or so.
So if you want an extra gateway, doing that will give you some more extra minerals and get you that gateway.
So Probe comes in here, checking things out.
Sees the extra gateway and knows that Parting would have gone for the less gas earlier on. Zest, on the other hand, chrono boosting out a sentry. So he's going to be stealing Parting's build here, get that early sentry, get the hallucination on, and get the scouting after the tech would likely go down.
Dark Shrine is what we've been seeing a lot of today. A little bit more technical, the way they've been playing it, though, than just a blind DTs. Kind of like what we saw from San, actually. He's the one who went for blind DTs, and saw also how that worked. Didn't work, I guess.
Parting saw everything. There was no hidden units.
No. That was like the deadest DT of all time we saw. Nexus goes down, so I think we might see a Dark Shrine here for Sue. Or not Sue, excuse me, Zest. Might see a Dark Shrine for Sue.
Sue suddenly switches to Protoss and joins us here in the
grand
finals.
Well, we might see Sue put like a Dark Shrine figurine on his desk
Yeah.
But what we're not going
Put
to
down.
he's going to put it down. What we're going to see in this game is Blink.
Yeah. Blink's on the way. Parting with that extra gateways, Chrono boosted out the 2 extra stalkers, so he's going to have the advantage for now. Chrono boosted out his own Blink as well.
Well, this Mothership core is going to have to recall, but he sees the Blink research. He doesn't see it in such sexy fashion as the game heart shows us, though, as observers. And there it is, actually.
Yeah, well,
he's going to place the Dark Shrine here, and he's going to pressure his way into trying to get DTs to do something, but parting is... Did he just cancel his rope, or did it finish? He canceled it, I believe. He's like, wait, I don't need this. Uh-oh. He might actually need that.
I think what he wanted to do is he saw the Blink coming his way and maybe get some Immortals, but now that he sees the Nexus, he's like, I want to punish for this, actually. I'm going to get my Blink, and I'm going to come in here. And that could be his undoing here, as he is not going to have any detection for the Dark Templar that are slowly coming out here. Right now, hitting on this Nexus, but the overcharge goes down. Is actually going to push him back for now.
He's going to have to wait a long time.
He's going to wait for the Blink to finish, and he's going to Blink up here.
Brendan, is that a probe on the map? Hold that thought. Parting is going to kill that Mothership core, and there's no Nexus overcharge here. I think that's a probe on the map for Zest, where he could actually use to make a forward pylon. He sees the Dark Shrine now. He's got a lot of time to react, because there's no forward warping point just yet. He might actually just be able to win the game here before that actually comes into play. Let's see how much more damage he can get done.
Yeah, there's no units here for Zest.
All right, needs to warp in... What?
Warps in 3 Stalkers and leaves the game. Knew he took too much damage. The Dark Shrine was a little bit too late. Parting. Very nicely done there. He actually identifies the fact that the Nexus is up and wants to go aggressive and gets in there before the Dark Templar have any effect on the game.
Even if he warps in DTs on the defense there, it's too late, and the Stalkers will just kite them.
Yeah, you kite them, you kill all the probes, and from there you just make a robo back at your base.
Anywhere you want, out of your forward pylon. As long as you get the robo up somewhere, you win the game.
Make it next to the Ursa dock. Have them see everything.
Thing is, that was a really split-second decision by him to cancel the robo and go for the attack. And I like it because it's just, in this case, Parting has done this so many times. Like, there is the possibility, possibly, that you have DTs here at this moment, but I was still going to kill you. There's no way you have a Nexus, Blink Stalkers, and a Dark Shrine, and enough to hold if I have this many Blink Stalkers. There's just no way.
Yeah. Starcraft is a game of limited information. He did not see the Dark Shrine himself with his own eyes, but he saw everything else, and he read it. And he was like, okay, I can just kill you here, and he did it.
Yeah, like, if you have a Dark Shrine, I just have too much. And if you don't have a Dark Shrine, then I don't need the robo. I'll kill your Nexus and back up.
Yeah.
Habitation Station is the map here for Game 4. And, you know, this map, usually a map where gold bases come into play, but in Protoss vs. Protoss, trying to take that gold base is pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's a very vulnerable expansion.
Especially if you take it as your third. Colossus could be out on the map with range. That is not going to be mined from.
No, definitely not. I mean, if you try to take that base, someone's probably just going to kill you with Blink or some sort of other type of attack before that happens. I'm going to take it as your, you know, natural, or your third base. In some cases, if you're ahead, if you have control over the map. But usually you're going to take that much safer third base that's to the south. Well, a win here for Parting would put him in a pretty overwhelming lead. A loss means that we're going to be tied up at 2-2. Habitation Station is the map. This is the GSL Global Tournament. It's the grand